This video is going to cover the most important techniques dealing with time problems. So in question number 1, we're asked to find the time difference between 10:13 and 12:35. So in this first one here, trying to find the time difference between these two, we can see that to get from 10 to 12, that's just added on 2 hours there. And then we just need to figure out how many minutes have been added on to get from 13 to 35. So we just do 35, take away 13, which gives us 22. So it's 2 hours and 22 minutes is the time difference between these two times. Now in the second one, if we try and use the same method here, we might say that, yep, from 15 to 16, that's 1 whole hour there. But from 52 to 35, you can see we've actually taken away some minutes. So it starts to get a little bit awkward there when figuring out the minutes. And you can do it this way, but there's also another method I'm just going to show you. So the other way is we actually build up from the first time to the second. The way in which we do that is we first go to the next whole hour. So we're going to go from 1552 up to 1600. So what would we need to do that? Well, we'd need to add on 8 minutes. That would take us to 1600 or 4 p.m. Now the reason why we do this is at this point here, it's not too bad then to think about how to get from 1600 to 1635, because all we need to do then is add on 35 minutes to get to 1635. So in total then, to get from 1552 to 1635, we added on 8 minutes and then 35 minutes. And so we can just do 8 plus 35 to work out the total time difference, which is 43 minutes. Now in some questions, this first method is going to work better, where we just work out the hours and then the minutes difference. And in others like this one here, which are a little bit awkward, it might turn out to be better to build up from the first time to the second one by going to the next whole hour first and then going from there. Okay, question number 2. Joe left his house at 9:53 and travelled for 2¼ hours to arrive at the airport. What time did he arrive at the airport? So of course, in every hour we have 60 minutes. Now in half an hour, that would then be 30 minutes. And so 1/4 hour is 15 minutes. It's definitely worthwhile knowing those. So 2¼ hours is 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we need to add 2 hours and 15 minutes onto our 9:53. So let's start off at 9:53. Now let's add the 2 hours on first. That would take us to 11:53. And so we've got 15 minutes left to add on. Now what I'm going to do here is just add on 7 minutes first to take me to 12 o'clock. And then how many minutes would I have left? Well, 15 take away 7 is 8. So we need to add another 8 minutes on, and that takes us to 12:08. And that'd be the time that he arrived. Here's some for you to try. Pause the video and give them a go.